Let me see. I wonder if we're live. Are we live? Let me know if we are. I hope we are. I think we are. But I still don't know that we are. Not until I get some comment in the chat here. We are live. Thank you, Jenny. Thank you for confirming. Thank you and welcome to Jimbocho, which is a neighborhood that I've walked through many times on this channel, but usually it's just an area that I kind of pass through and don't say too much about, I guess, because I mean it's nice, but it just got awarded the honor of being the coolest neighborhood in the world 2025 by Time Out magazine, which is fairly influential, I would say. So I thought, why not spend this little morning walk on exploring the neighborhood a little bit further. Usually I just pass through here. Usually I'm on my way to Akihabara or wherever. I just pass through here. But I thought, this time let's try and dig a little bit deeper and see what the fuss is all about. So I plan to walk around, explore the back streets a little bit as well, not just the main streets. So we shall see. So for those of you who don't know, Jimbocho is located quite central in Tokyo. I would say just north of Imperial Palace, isn't it? Pretty much so, yeah. Yeah, it's been well known for quite some time, mostly because of all the it's usually referred to as Booktown, just because there are so many antique bookshops here. There are also some really nice kisaten, like the old school Japanese cafes, and some curry shops. But yeah, I was a little bit surprised, to be honest, when I saw that this neighborhood got awarded that prize. But we shall see. Yeah, for the coolest live stream in the world, according to Time Out. Thank you, Brad. Thank you. But who knows? Maybe this walk will change my mind. We shall find out. If anyone in the chat is very knowledgeable about Jimbocho, please share your expertise in the chat. Let me know if there are... Oh, here's a place called Book Hotel with a fancy sign. Don't know. Maybe that's cool. I kind of like the idea. I like books and I like hotels, so why not combine them? How did they judge it? I don't know. I mean, something like that is always highly subjective, right? But I guess it's their collective collective judgment of their editors. I don't really know. I must say though that I do. This is neat. They even have books here on these. Thank you so much, Jenny, and thank you, Brad, for the super chats. They even have books on these little things here separating the pedestrian street from the road. Also, it's a kind of neat mix between, you see lots of these older style buildings in this neighborhood actually, which I kind of like. So yeah, these, let me zoom in a little bit for you. As you can probably see, these are secondhand bookstores, which is, like I said, what this area is famous for. Actually, I think I forgot to put a link to the article in the video description. I will try to remember to do that afterwards. But if you just Google like Time Out World's Coolest Neighborhoods or something like that, it should be pretty easy to find the article. It definitely feels like there are more tourists here now compared to when I went here last time. Book, cafe, work. Interesting combo. So yeah, here you can see here's a little map. North is down on this map. So here's the Imperial Palace, like here. This is part of the garden area. So if we go to continue to the northwest from here, we will end up in Akihabara. To the north, I believe we have like Otemachi, Kanda area. Oh, you brought a couple of cool old books, including a travel guide to London 1911. That sounds pretty interesting, actually. Yeah, I wouldn't mind reading that. I would like to read a travel guide to Tokyo from that year. I wonder if there was even any international tourism to Tokyo. Okay, so yeah, this street I know. To be honest, I'm a little bit lost myself. I'm not super familiar with this area, but this street leads us up to Korakuen and Tokyo Dome. So we should not go this way. Maybe this side then. Trying to figure out where this nice main street is, but then I also want to explore the back streets. That means I think Imperial Palace should be this way. Hello, Björn. Welcome to the chat. There's another entrance. This subway station has so many entrances, actually. And that's why I think I'm a little bit confused. Today I came out of an exit that I wasn't too familiar with. If I'm not mistaken, I think one of the main streets should be to the left somewhere here. More bookstores. This one seems to be maybe specialized in art books. Kind of get that feeling. And yes, Sone, I'm back in Tokyo. If you're wondering why I didn't stream so much last week, it's because I went to Osaka for 3 nights. We went to the expo twice, 2 days, which was great fun. It was very, very crowded, but once you get inside, it's not too bad. Okay, now suddenly all the pieces, like everything fell into its piece. Now I know. Okay, now I got my bearings correct. So the main little pedestrian street is actually behind here. Look at these buildings. These are so old. They're almost leaning. I wonder how earthquake proof these are. Well, I guess they're so squished together so they can't at least tumble over. So yeah, we came back, when was it? 2 days ago. Yeah, it was a fun trip. It was a fun trip. And the expo is really cool. That was my second time there. Now, actually, it seems like I'm going there again in not even 2 weeks from now, but for work again. So. And for those of you wondering, it's actually a pretty hot day today. 29 degrees again, gonna go up to 32. So I think I proclaimed that summer is finally over a few streams ago, but summer came back. Summer refuses to leave. So it's pretty hot, I'm sweaty and sticky, and I'm not gonna walk terribly far today. Hot and humid, even though we're almost in October. Yeah, very busy. Well, it goes in waves, but it's nice. I mean, work is good. There's some weeks coming up now in October when I have lots of work, but like this week, for example, I had a shoot yesterday and that's it. So this week I hope to stream pretty much every day. Oh, look at all these handwritten signs. I'm not sure how many shops actually have books in other languages than Japanese though. So I'm not too sure how interesting, I mean, I guess browsing Japanese books can be interesting too, but for book lovers, I don't know. Should be at least some stores that have some English books though. Oh, thank you, Edwin. Top up for the coffee fund. Thank you, thank you. So if I'm not mistaken, to the right here we should have that kind of main street. Looks like there's a new office building about to be completed. Yeah, if we continue this way, we will get to the music instrument district around the Ochanomizu station. But I will not head there today. Yes, here's the kind of main semi-pedestrian street, Kandasuzuran-dori. So I guess we can start by walking down here and then we can check out the side streets as well and see what we find. Yeah, the new building looks so dull and boring compared to older ones. I agree with that. I do agree with that. This is Tarekatsu. So it's pork cutlet restaurant. Bohemians Guild. Vietnamese restaurant, lots of restaurants here. Yeah, these side streets, I believe, could have a few interesting shops. People are lining up. Maybe, oh yeah, we just turned 11 o'clock, so I guess many shops open now. Like this one. What's this one? Paperback Cafe. Books and Cafe. Okay, that sounds nice. Oh, Paperback Cafe has gone out of business. Poor timing. I guess the shops around here should get a nice little boost in customers now that they got this award. Maybe more tourists will find their way here, which should be good for their business, but who knows? Another nice looking older building. Takes two to tango. まだ暑そうだからアイスコーヒーをどうぞ。ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。Making me hungry, T, as it's lunchtime. Yeah, I'm quite hungry too. I will enjoy a nice little lunch after this stream, that's for sure. Okay, and here's Sakura Dori. I see. So I think I started the stream at the end of this street, like on the other side of this big street, the end of this street. But now let's check out the side streets a little bit. Oh, and here Salvation Army has a pretty big building all to themselves. Didn't know that they were so big in Japan. I'm not sure. Let's explore these back streets here. I think if we're going that way, it's gonna get more residential again. Let's check out the back and side streets here. Although it doesn't look terribly like there's a lot of interesting stuff going on here. What is this? I wonder if this shop was featured in some manga. Maybe. It's Chinese. Ah, maybe here. Huge residential building here. Again, one of the nice things about Tokyo, in my opinion, is that you have this nice mix between residential and commercial areas. I feel that in Sweden it's generally much more separated. Actually gonna take a look. I didn't even read the Time Out article yet, to be honest. Let's see what they're saying. Jimbocho. Hangout choice for generation of Tokyo intellectuals. Jimbocho is a historic university enclave and by bibliophile Nirvana that enjoys a charmed existence just a quick stroll away from the city's high-powered business districts. Home to 130 second-hand bookstores. Yeah. In the back streets, a new breed of intimate music clubs, authentic Indian curry spots, cool cafes and indie booksellers are adding fresh layers to a place that feels like the ideal remedy to the anxieties and relentless pace of digital life. And then they have like a little suggested itinerary. I see. Here's a shop specializing in sports books. I guess this might be one of the curry shops that they're talking about. Yeah, or maybe not. Yeah, it's a curry shop. You moved back to Tokyo? Yes, Björn, I moved back to Tokyo in February. We lived in Sweden for 8 months, from last summer until February. Then we decided that for now life is kinder to us here in Tokyo, so we came back. Okay, so now we're back here, which is not where I wanted to be. Let's also check out the other side of this main street. I don't know if there are anything interesting there, but now that we're here, I guess we should take a look. Oh, this is a pretty cool building. No idea what it is. Let's see if we can find out. And here's a long queue. Oh, Ramen Jiro. That's one of the most famous ramen shops. Jimbocho Yoshimoto Manzai Theater. Jimbocho Theater. Yeah. Here also looks like something worth queuing up for. Lots of Japanese men waiting to eat something. Nankai. Kitchen Nankai. Huh. The name doesn't really reveal what kind of food they serve. Would love to open a small bookshop that focuses on small books printed before 2000. There are way too many stores that have 99% of their stock in books no one wants. I guess so. This is also a pretty cool building. Here's the Ramen Jiro queue again. Yeah, there's certainly a lot to explore here, especially if you're into vintage books. I can definitely see why some people would like to spend a whole day exploring this area. So we came from here, so let's take a look over here on the other side of this street. I have no idea if we will find anything interesting, but that's the fun, right? This Tommy's pudding. Who's Tommy? Why is this pudding so popular? I'm actually gonna cool down a little bit in this mist here. I'm really soaked in sweat. My God, almost October. Pork Mountain. Don't know how attractive I think that sounds, but maybe to some people it's very attractive. But yeah, I think today's walk is not gonna be terribly long. It's too hot, and I don't know, personally I now feel that it was maybe a mistake to come into the city. Maybe I should have just continued my Tamagawa Josui series today, because being in this concrete jungle on a hot and sticky day like this is not so pleasant. I don't see the attractiveness of Jimbocho. My usual hotel is near here, and I've explored Jimbocho multiple times to look for what's so great about the area. To me, it's just another neighborhood. I kind of feel the same. I mean, it's nice. It's a nice little pocket, but you know, the rest of Tokyo is so kind of modernized. I think that the retro vibe here is kind of makes it stand out a little bit, but yeah, I agree. Like, it's not really. I can probably think of 10 neighborhoods that I think are cooler than this. Maybe I should make my own little ranking. This looks like an interesting little side street. Let's check it out. Hiroshima Okonomiyaki. We appreciate the effort. Koenji and Kichioji have more character to me. Yes, Bakapor, I completely agree with you on that. Both those areas are, in my opinion, much more attractive. Cool is such an uncool word, so I don't feel like I can judge if an area is cool or not, but yeah, I would definitely, like, I don't feel like I would ever want to live around here, for example, but I could definitely see myself living in both Koenji and Kichioji. So if that means anything. Restaurant Calorie. Interesting name. Hey Olive. But then again, I guess some editor came here and had like a fantastic night at one point, and then, you know, it could be those kind of small things that, you know, manages to convince the right person that, oh, this area is amazing, it's the best thing ever. Maybe, I don't know. But what I do know is that I will wave goodbye to you here, because otherwise I feel I will just walk in circles, and I think I can spend this day doing something more enjoyable than walking in circles and sweating like a pig. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little 30-minute tour of Jimbocho, and yeah, this made me kind of tempted to make my own little ranking and maybe do a little video series of that at some point. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me today, and I plan to stream again tomorrow, probably around the same time, so make sure to check the social medias or Patreon. As soon as I know the starting time, I will make a post. But that will be it for today. Sorry to those of you who just joined. This was a pretty short one, but I hope we'll enjoy watching the replay. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye, hej då. Auf Wiedersehen und mata nej. Tschüss!